What's up, my Moon Tribe? I'm Haley. Welcome back to Moon Tribe Tarot. So I am actually doing a change to my channel. I have made a video as to why, but I am no longer going to be saying who the star sign is in the beginning of the video. It will be in the title because I will be revealing it at the end. I feel like I have too much bias when I read for myself or others that are in my life, and as a reader, I cannot be having that. It's not good for me, and it's not good for the other people who might be affected by my misjudgments because of a bias that I have. So I would like to start anew. So this is for whoever the zodiac sign is, but these are general messages only, which means take what resonates, leave behind what doesn't. If you would like to book a personal reading with me, where your messages 100% correlate to the story because it is specifically for you, you can find all the information in the description box down below on how to reach me. Let's get right off into it. In the basis, we have the Nine of Wands. There is a situation of which it's kind of like fight the same fight over and over again, or change something because it's going to continue happening. It represents resilience. It is somebody that can rise above. She is very able to adapt to situations, and she is very resistant, but it is a situation that has been repeating for a while. It's kind of like the demon that you know. So this has been happening going into the month of February. It's going to be fighting the same old fight again unless you can change the way that things are. In your desires, you desire Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn energy, but this is a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, king size, king of coins. He represents somebody that is incredibly practical. He represents, all kings are leaders, so he is a leader, but he would be incredibly good with money. More or less, he would also be good with abundance, emotional abundance, and stability. He would understand that the way to get to a situation would be to work on it slowly and more methodically. That's why he is the fastest moving knight. That transforms into a king, but the message here is that you desire this progress, but just keep in mind he's not in his knight form, which means that he is his assured self. So I feel like for some of you might want the assured, like already evolved self of the King of Coins, and for some of you I feel like you might be rushing that, or it is that you have somebody in your mindset that is already this established leader figurehead. But it could be somebody that is it would probably, if you were desiring to have this person in your life, it would be somebody of a higher mindset. As an event, this would indicate that you want stability, you want practicality, you want financial gain and abundance, and you want security, and you want to learn how to foster that and to also share it with other people. You want to be strong and capable and being the breadwinner. That is your desires. As the helpful message is the Nine of Pentacles represents. It can represent, I don't really read this in this deck, but because it doesn't, some decks read it like this, but some say that the woman is alone, and she is, in a sense, she is alone in the card, but she is not alone. She has her prosperity, she has financial gain and abundance. The advice with this card is to find somebody to share it with, but in most decks, in most decks it represents goal attainment. This is prudence, successfully tallying to something. It is saving up for something and then having it be received. It's like spending or saving up the money for a trip and then going on and having that excursion, like planning for it. But it's goal attainment, and she's happy in her abundance and her wealth. But it also is the sign of somebody that is a badass bitch, don't need no man kind of nonsense woman. So she is somebody, I feel like coming out in your desires, this is for some of you, it might either that you want to be alone, or for some of you, it is goal attainment in the sense of yourself, where you want to be a stronger, more independent, free thinker. In the advice for what is going against you, this is going against you directly. Expect that there might be some delays on this new start. There is definitely going to be a new beginning, and it is going to leave you feeling a little bit shrouded in mystery and illusion as to what it could be, as to what the answers are. I say that because the outcome is the moon, but there's definitely delays here. There might be some sort of delay, and I feel like that delay it's either that the moon, that you don't know what you don't know is giving you delays to this new start. Like it might be a new start that you don't take just yet because you're afraid to get there, or it is a situation in which a new start was kind of knocked because you decided that you didn't have the full answers to something. So it's one of those situations. But I'm going to pull for clarity. For who's ever reading this is, we'll find out in a second. But what is the advice? Actually, can I have one more card of outcome? Because we caught the moon, but I'd like one more card of outcome. The Knight of Wands. So you do actually decide to start on this, whatever this is. And it kind of like, it's almost like a jump. Because the Ace, and then we have the Page and the Knight. The Knight is in the middle ground. So it's kind of like, instead of just ignoring the Page that says it's okay to come in, eager anticipation, good news, like here's where it starts in the journey of the suit of the court sign of Wands, it goes directly to a Knight where it's all of a sudden, woof, and now he's traveling, now he's making progress, now he's on this line of sight to whatever this goal is. So I do see you traveling. There's a lot of travel in this card in particular, but it does represent that the advice with this card is that being an Aries, Leo, Sagittarius energy, this comes out for somebody that has that energy or is just like that, but somebody that takes in all the things because they don't want to drop anything. They want to see it all. But because they don't want to drop anything, they are actually at risk of dropping things and having things get pushed aside because when they take on these new projects, it becomes the focus of their life. So the advice is to put things on the back burner while you explore these new things that can be safely put on the back burner, and you will know what those things are according to your life. But put the things that can be put on the back burner safely to this new start. I feel like that for some of you, that might be a large problem. That you might have delays, or for some of you, might be coming out of a time of being alone. Some of you, because there's definitely travel and a new beginning being made here. There's definitely progress coming in, and there's going to be travel and direction. Just be careful as to, you aren't going to know entirely the full answers in the month of February, and that's okay because this card states that you don't know what you don't know, and to kind of not make judgments or assumptions based on the lack of knowledge, instead to go out and seek them instead of making your decision off the fact that you don't have an answer. So that would make sense for the delays. But honestly, I see this going at the end of the month. I do see this taking off really fast. I see you pursuing whatever it is that this is. It could be self-improvement, it could be a relationship, or it could be a job. And this is for the star sign of Aquarius. So, until then, I will see you next time, my Moon Tribe, and peace out.